Hey, do you have enough insurance? I've spoken to a lot of you folks over the last year and a half since the fire that I had at my house. It was devastating. It was over a year ago. And I keep thinking about lately whether people have enough coverage. This is not about whether you have the right carrier and that will honor your legitimate claim. Even though I'm a realtor and have done many educational videos related to the home or real estate industry, I'm really speaking to you based upon my own musings and thoughts. I do not intend this to be gospel from a realtor perspective, but nonetheless, I'm going to put my California license number and banner on the video. Oh, there it is. Just in case I might otherwise run afoul and violate some industry regulation related to advertising, or in case you want to give me a call about a real estate deal. All right, so do you have enough insurance? When I speak with people, the first reaction to this question is typically, well, I hope so. They get a little frightened for a moment. Then logic kind of kicks in, and they think, well, I do have a mortgage. I remember to buy my house, I had to have a certain amount of coverage, so I do. And that's true, you do, for those reasons. Then relief kind of floods over you, and you must therefore have enough. Well, maybe. Bottom line, the mortgage company forced you to have enough insurance on your house that they felt was necessary to protect their interests, not yours. When you called your cousin's friend, the mortgage broker, for an insurance policy, he probably gave you the basic amount required that escrow was being told by the mortgage company to close your home purchase. So there's a lot of people that are really not touching your insurance policy, and you may be one of them. You may have had some increases in coverage over the years. Maybe you saw a bill now and again. But think about it this way. Basically, it is probably the case that you were primarily insuring someone else's interests and not yours. Ponder that for a second. Okay, at this stage, people say, but I've got a great policy. I've got replacement value. Or better. Again, that is all well and good, but if your policy caps out at, say, $400,000 to use California numbers, and your home requires $800,000 to be replaced or fixed after a catastrophe, and that's easily done, let me tell you, then guess what? You're going to be out about $400,000. If time's gone by since you purchased your policy, then chances are that the cost of materials have increased as well. So the cost of rebuilding your house might now be $900,000, but your cap is still around $400,000. Now you're out over $500,000. Trust me, it will be over. It's not simple math. This is how people get ruined. This is exactly what insurance is supposed to prevent. And because this is the United States, we get choices, and we all are trying to save a few bucks, and we don't think a disaster will really strike, and finally no one is really going to hit you upside the head and say, hey, wake up, this is important. Don't skimp. So I hope I'm wrong. You probably don't have enough insurance, but many do. Go find out. Either way, you will wind up with peace of mind, and I might wind up on your holiday card list if I'm not already, or be put back on. So bottom line, call your insurer. Check that you have enough insurance. You probably need more. Make sure they have the square footage correct. Feel free to call other insurers for a quote. Listen, you don't have to wait for the policy to end in March to start this up. You can cancel one policy and start a new one, and the previous insurer will cut you a check for the unused portion, okay? You might have to pay a little bit more, but you should be paying for what you're getting, or you think you're getting. Remember, you are in control. Finally, it is okay to complain about the bastards taking your money. But in the end, you need to think about the cost of insurance as an integrated expense of your home, and not something that you're just trying to avoid and minimize. Most of the insurance you are buying is for someone else, the mortgage company. Let's make it about you and your family.